Good day, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Video Lecture. I am Miss Ladyjane Rosalejos, and together with me is Miss Navilla, and we will be your teachers for today. Today, we are going to embark into a new poetry entitled "BINANGKAL Penelope" by Miss CORAZON ALMERINO.
Motivation is sometimes the greatest love stories are not finding someone else, but about finding yourself. This motivation emphasizes the importance of self-discovery and self-love in the process of love. This shows that self-love is an important part of discovering true happiness and satisfaction in life. I hope you guys relate this motivation. And now let's move to the author's background. The author's background. Corazon Almerino is a Cebuano Visayan writer, and her poems were included in Sinugang, a Cebuano trio published by Woman in Literary Arts in 1999. And the next is the vocabulary words that we can see in BINANGKAL Penelope. So the first one is BINANGKAL. It is a delicacy made of leftover bread or cookies with sugar made into a ball, covered with sesame seeds and fried. And the second one is ginansilyo, a netted fabric. While the third one is gilamat, means that hypnotized or under a spell. And the fourth one is mapanas, or in Tagalog, mabura. And the fifth one is pagtukaw, in English, keep awake. Next is daman, in English, nightmare. And the last one is kahingawa, in English, concern. And the next will be discussed by Miss Rosalejos.
Hi once again. Welcome to the most exciting part. Let us now dig deeper to the poetry of Miss Almerino entitled "BINANGKAL Penelope." This poem is in a run-on style of poetry or free verse. It is composed of 7 stanzas with 21 lines. The poem is about a girl named Penelope who is patiently waiting for her husband. And there is this one friend in the poem that gave her some advices. That person encouraged Penelope to stop waiting for him and just eat binangkal instead. Binangkal is a type of donut which is made from a deep-fried dense dough balls coated with sesame seeds. Since this poem is composed in Cebuano language, then I would love to share this to you guys in the Cebuano form. Without any further ado, let's start with the first stanza. Penelope, kaon og binangkal, walay pulos ka nang magsigig ginansilyo, ka nang magsigig paabot ni anang tao nga galisod og tuto sa iyang panimalay. In the first stanza, the narrator scolds Penelope and tells her that it's useless to keep waiting for someone who don't know how to find his own home. Instead of waiting, doing useless, or instead of being weak, she should eat binangkal, which means she should start working on making herself strong. Moving forward, in the second stanza, wala to siya gilamat oy. Daghan tong gihapit-hapit, daghan pod ang nangapyot ato niya. In the second stanza, Penelope's friend told her that her husband is not lost, but it is probably stopping over into many places, or probably someone is clinging onto him. In this stanza, we can see how the narrator is trying to wake Penelope up to the reality that there is a big possibility that her husband is doing something behind her back. In the third stanza, barog diha oy, sulunga ang tindahan nilang nangkikay o pakyawa ang iyang mga binangkal. Kung kabalo ka muluto, hala, pagluto og daghan. In the third stanza, the narrator commanded Penelope to stand up and go to Nang Kikay's store and buy all her binangkal. And if she knows how to cook, she should cook a lot. This means that Penelope should start learning from other people like Nang Kikay. Or if she already know what to do, then she should start making a difference in herself. Stanza number 4. Hi Penelope. Kung tinuod man gani nga nasaag og gilamat gyud siya, dili gyapon niya mapanas ang mga gabi sa imong pagtukaw. Ang imong mga daman, ang imong mahingawa. In the first stanza, her friend again tried to tell Penelope that if it is true that her husband is just lost, still he couldn't ace those sleepless nights, nightmares and longing she suffered from the moment he left her. In the fifth stanza, kitkita ug ug-uba unya ang mga binangkal. Kitkita gyud ug uba. The narrator tells Penelope to just keep taking it all in. Just take it all out onto the binangkal. Bite it, swallow it, no matter how hard the binangkal is. Or in the other words, no matter how hard the situation is, you have to fight and accept things. In the sixth stanza, ang sobra tipigi. The narrator is trying to tell Penelope that all her pains and struggles made her strong. Hence, the person who she is right now, after all her hard work, patience, and perseverance, that type of person is what she should keep to be able to fight. In the last stanza, inig-uli ato niya, inigtungtong niya tungod ni anang putan, gubata dayon ug binangkal. Penelope's friend tells her that if ever her husband ever go home and set foot under her doorstep, she should fight him with a new her, the stronger her, just like how binangkal is hardened after being left over. Now let's move on to the literary analysis. Let's break down the key elements of Binanggkal Penelope by Corazon ALMERINO. So the character. The primary character is Penelope, in which she embodying patience and endurance, drawing inspiration from the mythological Penelope from the Odyssey. If you remember the Odyssey way back when we are still in our first year college. In the plot is the poem follows Penelope's emotional journey as she waves and unravels her tapestry, mirroring the cycle nature of waiting for her beloved. The setting is both literal, with Penelope engaged in her weaving, and metaphorical, representing the emotional landscape of longing and anticipation. The central themes revolves around patience, the passage of time, and the emotional toll of waiting for a loved one. And the tone is reflective and contemplative. It captures the quiet strength and internal struggles of Penelope. And the main conflict here lies in Penelope's enduring weight, the tension between hope and doubt, and the emotional challenges she faces during Odyssey's prolonged absence. So relate to siya atong the Odyssey. The moral lesson here is the poem imparts a moral lesson about the power of patience, resilience, and the enduring nature of love. It encourages readers to reflect on the strength found in waiting and the transformative journey it can be. So I hope you have learned something and enjoy our poetry today.